everyone, Comic Reviewer here, this time reviewing on Action Comics issue 532. Now, as you know, back in the Bronze Age, you mainly had the post-crisis Superman stories, where at times Superman would be a bit too overpowered, and the Earth 1 continuity was a little bit silly at times, or being too overpowered with their characters. So the cover mainly has Superman being blasted by radiation, or kryptonite, by someone who seems to be Lois Lane. And the story starts off how Hive members are stealing choppers while replacing the ones that Superman destroyed, and says, "We need them for the 60th. Oh, everything's fine. Oh no, over there, it's him!" And we see Superman bashing through and taking on Hive members, and basically has to deal with a kryptonite rifle, and eventually lands down. We see Lois Lane trying to get the scoop, and of course manages to pin down one of the Hive agents, and we see Superman making quick work of them, and sees them trying to escape, and wraps them around by using a rodeo style, saying, "Watching all those Westerners when I was a kid finally paid off." And we kind of see how Superman asks them what they've got planned. They say, "Forget it, man. The Hive would kill us if we talked. Then again, you knew what you were getting into. And when you joined that murderous group, okay, I'll figure this out on my own." And we see how Lois Lane sees that Superman's flying away, and learns to a surprise who this Hive agent is. And we kind of see how Superman gives Perry word about what happened with Hive. And we see Lois Lane bring in a Hive agent and starts asking questions in that. And of course, we see how Perry wants to put Lois Lane off the story, but even threatens to leave if it happens. So Perry decides to put Lois back on in fear of losing her again. We see at the power plant at Star Lab's power plant, we see how Lonerang's talking about the protesters, everything that's been going on, and the last two attacks. We see at Superman's apartment, he's figured out what's going on, and needs help from the Teen Titans to get info on Hive. And of course, leaves after figuring out what to do. So we kind of see how Jimmy Olsen's in on Lois's plan, where she's planning to disguise herself as the Hive agent Alice Smith, and the last 2 days able to pose off without a problem, which Hive seems to mistake her for the real Alice Smith. And we see how the Hive agents have broken into a warehouse, and Superman showing up to try and take them down, with them saying, "Get your weapons ready! He can't take us all on! Fire!" And they start blasting. We see Lois Lane learning to her dismay that she's hitting Superman with a kryptonite rifle after mistaking it with bullets, and needs to find a way to sort of make it look like she's screwed up. And after one of the Hive agents tells her to keep it up, ends up missing to make it look like it was on by accident. And we see how Superman's figured out what happened and knows the Hive agent is actually Lois Lane. So we kind of see how Superman makes an excuse that he's sick, and we see how protest rally is getting out of control, everyone getting into arguments. And we kind of see how Jimmy Olsen figures out that Lois Lane's disguise works, and even goes to sort of signal Superman on the signal watch. And we see how Lois Lane gets the pictures and plans. So the Hive agents know she's a spy now, and Superman manages to take down the Hive agents, which turns out to be robots. And of course, flies off the carpet after figuring out that Hive has gotten into their plan, and they know, and they figure out that who Lois Lane is. And of course, after sweeping through to find out if there's any other agents left, they figured they got through the lead tunnels, which they quickly head back to the Daily Planet, as they figured out what's going on now. So it turns out the Hive agents knew everything at hand and planned this all out as a simple chess game, with one of them saying, "But we shall also kill your girlfriend as well. By tomorrow night, Lois Lane shall die." And yeah, this is the story. So this issue isn't too bad. Again, it's a sort of simple, mediocre Bronze Age storyline. And again, back then with the Bronze Age Superman stories, some of them were hit and misses, good, or just not really going to win a Nobel Prize. So I think this issue deserves a thumbs up. It's still good, still alright, despite its corniness. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.